Hello and welcome to today's Abhigyan's Point, and we'll be talking about West Bengal and all the controversies and conflicts that is happening between Kolkata and Delhi, between BJP and Mamta Banerjee. And what is very, very surprising is look at the number of incidents. Look at the number of incidents that has happened in just a month's time. Actually, the results of the West Bengal elections, which BJP lost after claiming that it will get over 200 seats, only came on the 2nd of May. And since 2nd of May, look at the number of situations of conflicts that have happened between New Delhi and Kolkata. And my point, I've said this earlier and I'm repeating, is very clear. This will continue. There will be more controversies like this, and it's a clear-cut political tussle between BJP and Mamta Banerjee, which is being played out in different ways as far as I am concerned between Kolkata and New Delhi. The ideal scenario, what was the ideal scenario? The ideal scenario was, I'd said this on the day of the results, on 2nd of May I'd said this, the ideal scenario was to see Mamta Banerjee and the Prime Minister Modi's government cooperate, coordinate in fighting Corona. But that has not happened at all. That doesn't seem to be happening. What is happening instead was first a series of incidents that really led to violent clashes in West Bengal just after the election results came, after which there was another huge controversy which was played out with Mamta Banerjee actually sitting on a dharna outside the CBI office, which is of course linked to a corruption case, and there was involvement of the court. I had then very clearly said that I do not endorse, I do not approve of the fact that Mamta Banerjee, as the Chief Minister of West Bengal, went and sat there at the CBI office. But such was the turn of events. So it was very clear that there will be more and more conflicts. The recent, of course, we all know now how this will be played out, the legality of it, the matter might eventually be in the court. But the entire Chief Secretary issue is an issue that very clearly explains that all is not at all well between New Delhi and Kolkata. Now, of course, the charges that the government of West Bengal did not respond properly to the Prime Minister's meeting, who had actually gone to review the cyclone situation. Since then, of course, there are questions being asked that why does the central government need to actually recall a person who they themselves gave extension on the premise that there is a corona situation, a special situation to be handled in West Bengal. That is also raising another question. But it's very clear through all these questions and conflicts, it's very clear that A, this will continue, B, neither side is ready to back down as far as the conflicts are concerned. C, there is clearly political ego tussle going on between Delhi and Kolkata. A political ego tussle going on between Delhi and Kolkata. But my fourth point is actually a political point about Mamta Banerjee. Somehow, due to the series of events, and Mamta Banerjee also saying that, oh, I appeal to the Prime Minister that, end all this, I want to focus on West Bengal. But Mamta Banerjee, for whatever reasons, and of course, some attributed by the BJP itself, is refusing to go away from the national news focus. Now, that is very important to understand, because at the end of the day, she in every which way is demonstrating politically that she is taking on the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while of course taking on the BJP in Kolkata. Now, that is a very important aspect to understand. How does it politically play out? I'm not saying anything right now, but the fact is that politicians need to be positioned in a certain way in public life. And at the moment, since the elections are over in West Bengal, since the result has come in West Bengal, since Mamta Banerjee has won again in West Bengal, she is continuing to be in the focus of national news with some conflict or the other. And she's of course also reacting very aggressively to a lot of situations, just like New Delhi, just like the BJP. So for now, it's very clear the elections might be over in West Bengal. the electoral issue might be settled with Mamta Banerjee's huge victory in West Bengal, but the political issues between BJP and Mamta Banerjee are not over. They're refusing to be over, and it's absolutely clear to me that some incident or the other may continue to happen, which in other words means that Mamta Banerjee will remain in the national news focus. That's my point.